Hi, I'm Kathy Elliott. I'm an independent Norix sales consultant, and I have been since January of 2011. I want to show you a new product that has come out here in August in 2025, and it is the new Microfiber Booster Cleaner. So let's talk about it. We went from powdered to liquid, and it's relatively about the same. It's the same cost, but you get a little bit more. So actually, per use, it's a little less. You're saving some money. The liquid has 4 powerful enzyme cleaners in it instead of just the 2 that was in the powder. It also has a degreaser added to it. So I'm going to show you how to use this and hope that it helps you in your journey of being a Norwexer. So come with me as we figure this out. You can see that I have had the heat on. I'm turning it off. This came to about a boil. You don't have to make it come to a boil. I just wanted it really super steamy hot. That's what I wanted. Okay, so I have it really warm, really hot water here. I don't know if we can see the steam a little bit there on the camera. So let's figure it out here. I know that I have a little over a gallon of water in here, and it's 4 teaspoons per gallon, and that's just what I'm going to use. I'm going to use 4 teaspoons, so we're going to measure it out. I think I'm going to bring you in close so you can see. And I am blessed with a second kitchen. This is what was considered like a canning kitchen back in the day. Okay, so here we go. 1, and you may have seen that I was moving this around, and that is to mix everything together without vigorously shaking it. We don't want to do that. 2, 3, 4. All right. I'm going to give this just a little bit of a stir. Now, the items that I'm going to be putting into this steamy pot of hot water are these items here that I used recently to help clean a very, well, it had not been, I just because I have Norwex doesn't mean I'm going to clean all the time. So this was an area that for me is kind of an anxiety thing, and I'm all about let's work through our cleaning anxiety. So anyway, this was or is a window mop pad. This is the original color of our Enviro wand. This is a dry mop pad. Ooh, touch the water, don't do that. This is a window mop pad. A blue and a yellow Enviro, a window cloth, and believe it or not, this is a white netted dishcloth. This was our original netted dishcloth that Norwex came out with years ago, and I still keep it around for certain things, and we're gonna watch this become white. Okay, here we go. I'm putting this all into the pan here. Look at that pan getting full, and I have a spear sponge. So I'm going to use my spoon to push all this down inside there. And yes, it will all get in here. I've done this before. And what we're going to do is we're going to soak this with the lid on it for 10 minutes. And I have a clock sitting here so that we can monitor that time. All right. And we're really going to see what happens with this cloth. Ooh, that's hot. Put that back down in there. Okay, I have my, oh, lost a little water there. Have my cloths down inside here, and we're going to come back and check on this pot in 10 minutes. And please note, there is no heat on this while it's soaking. We do not want to boil this dry. We don't want to do any of that. The hot water is just to help open up the fibers, let the cleaner in there, and help it soak. Okay, we will come back in 10 minutes. It is 9:33, so we will come back in about 10 minutes and check on it. Okay, hello. I'm looking at our time here and seeing how we're doing. And I think we're about there. If I looked at the clock right. Okay, so let's take a peek into our pot of water here. Oh, it is getting kind of gingy. Now the really big thing is not expecting everything to come out super clean at this point. I'm just trying to get out the most of the gunky gunk. Take this stuff out with tongs, really. Squeeze this one out. I'm going to put it over here in my sink. And yes, there's a lot going on in my second kitchen here. So, whew, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually take this pot and put it over here at the sink. There's another pot holder. The edges of my pan are a little hot. And it's heavy and, you know, just all those things, right? So I'm going to dump this into the sink here and bring you with me. Not the most professionally made video, but you know what? This is real life, and that's the way it goes in real life. So we are on a journey together, and we're going to watch this water get poured out. It is very dark in color, which I'm not sure how well that really comes off through the camera. The point I am just trying to make here is how easy it is to use this product, and for just helping to get it clean, a little extra boost clean before you put it through the laundry, which will be my next step. We will be putting it into the laundry. And if I realize I hadn't waited the whole 10 minutes, I'll be a little sad. But that is that. I have a busy morning. I'm going to put this pot over here. And I'm going to very carefully rinse these cloths out. So, bringing you along for that. And again, I think you can see the steam. So we have to be very careful rinsing these out. The dirt here, I think you can see better how soiled this is. A utility brush, actually lift these fibers up with. And you might be thinking, girl, I don't want to spend this much time taking care of these expensive cloths, and I'll just go get that other brand and just keep throwing my money away. Thank you very much. All I can tell you is that this pad is going on, let's see, 12 years. So a pad that I've had for 12 years has been well worth the investment. And when I do heavy duty cleaning of my floors and windows and other spaces, and I want to do a pre-soak before I put it through the laundry, you can see the difference here already. Just that pre-soak, how it lifted that dirt out and how clean it is now. So here again is this pad. Probably didn't look like it was this dirty before I put it into the water, but it helped to lift all that dirt that got trapped down inside of the fibers out, and that's what I want. And this is our utility brush. Whew, some of these areas are still really hot. So I'm going to continue rinsing these out. And then I'm going to put these through the laundry. And again, if I got impatient and I find out I didn't wait the whole 10 minutes, all I'm going to say is then just think of how much more would have come out in those 10 minutes. So we're going to pause here as I continue to rinse these out so that I can put them through the laundry. I don't want to rinse these out through the laundry load. I want this stuff rinsed out before I put it into the laundry. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, now I've moved over to my washer, and I am getting ready to wash those cloths that I've soaked and then add some other Norwex in that I need to get washed. So first of all, I'm expecting this to be a relatively small load, so I'm only using a half of the powdered laundry detergent. I am still using the original Ultra Power Plus, so this is not the Power Enzyme, but the Ultra Power Plus that I still use. This holds 2 tablespoons. I'm using approximately 1.5 tablespoons. 3 teaspoons make a tablespoon. So there you go. This is a standard old washer, not the newfangled stuff. So that's what I choose to keep using. And so I'm going to put this in. And I'm going to add some more Microfiber Booster Cleaner. And I'm going to put in, again, the 4 teaspoons. Okay, now I'll continue to let my washer fill, and then we'll come back when I'm putting the cloths inside. Okay, my washer is filled and ready to go, and I'm just going to give you a quick look inside here. You can see that there's lots of suds in there. So even with that small amount of laundry detergent, it does a nice job sudsing up. So you are going back onto the camera holder here, so I can watch as we put in these cloths. And again, I know this is getting lengthy. I'm just trying to show you the whole process from start to finish of soaking and washing and doing things the Norwex way. And I really wanted to show you something in comparison. This was more of a pinkish color. This was our burgundy color for a while. This cloth is from 2010 or 2011. This one is from probably 2018, 19 maybe. Anyway, again, an investment and not something you're just throwing away, right? So I'm going to be putting all of these things in here. I have some small cloths, and that spear sponge is in here. And I wanted to show you these items that are wet. We're going to keep an eye on this netted dishcloth. I think it's already starting to look lighter gray than it was when it went into the soak. Okay, we'll see what happens after the laundry is washed. Okay, well, my washer's almost done on the spin cycle, so in just a moment we're gonna see what everything looks like after it's been laundered. Okay, my spin cycle is done, so let's reach in here and see what we can find out here. Ooh, yay. Grab the netted dishcloth. Oh, no, that's a bag. Let's see, there it is. All right, well, it's not going to be perfectly back white. I don't even know if it was perfectly white when I started using it for dusting off all of my little trinkets and decor that was in the bay window, but it's definitely so much cleaner, right? And even after the soak, it needed definite laundering, so there is that, and I will be satisfied with that. Here is the blue mop pad. Looking good. Pull out the dry mop pad. I wanted to show this. Looking good. So there you have it. That is some simple ways to use Norwex, getting it clean. And you may not think that was simple. What I'm saying by simple is that you do soaks in the washer, you do soaks for different materials. We don't want to keep throwing our clothes away. We don't wear disposable clothing. So why are we using disposable cleaners and not using things that we can invest our money in and they last for 10, 15 years, right? Why not do that? Next thing I'm going to be doing is throwing them in my dryer and using our 100% organic New Zealand wool dryer balls. And these are awesome. They last, again, an investment, and they're better and safer for the environment. So thank you for joining me on this journey. I know this took a little bit to watch everything, but I really appreciate your time in learning more about Norwex. I am always here to help educate, inform, share, do workshops, do those kinds of things to help you and your friends and family, the people you care about, in their Norwex journey. So anytime you would like to contact me, you can at 515-717-3284. You can send me a text. You can send a text that says YouTube and get other YouTube videos. You can say special. You can text, hey, this is who I am. This is what I saw. This is my cleaning challenge. How can you help me? Let's figure it out together and find a way to simplify cleaning, and it is worth the effort to do the deep soaks every so often on your microfiber. And enjoy your day. Be blessed.